back over yonder. Way back over yonder, across the hill. Yes, somebody should go back over yonder, baby. Long way over yonder, across the hill. My baby don't love me no more like she say they don't. Lord, I know good and well that sister will.
The effect he had on English musicians, not just guitarists, but all musicians, was just phenomenal. I mean, people, not everybody liked him. I mean, they liked him probably, but they were jealous, you know? So he was very controversial for a long time, but I think everyone came round in the end. And it sort of changed the music scene completely.
I think in many respects he changed the sound of rock far more than the Beatles, you know. You know, they brought songwriting to rock and roll. But Jimmy changed the sound of the guitar. He turned it into an instrument, which, all right, people like Buddy Guy and T-Bone Walker and Chuck Berry had done previous to that, but none had ever brought it out and sold it to the public, and sold it to people like me, you know, who now believe in it as an instrument. People like Eric Clapton were too ethnic. You know, they kept themselves to themselves and they had fixed groups, but Jimmy was unashamedly outward and, you know, wanted to reach as many people as possible.
You can say a million things, you know, and people have done, and I don't want to say no more, you know. I just thought Jimmy was a great guitar player. I thought he was the best, or the most original. I thought he had a really original act, you know, and that's all, man. I don't know nothing about his business, whether he was a casualty, and I wish he was still here. That's it.
He always felt as though he wasn't going to live long. You know, like he was burning himself out. I mean, you know, but most black people do anyway, you know, feel as though they're being burnt out. You know, like there's like a fuse that's in everybody, you know, and everybody knows the limit of their fuse or how much, you know, how fast it's going. But when most black people, fuse is fast anyway. They got a fast fuse, you know, because of the things around them, you know. Believe it or not, even you have a fast fuse, you know. We all have fast fuses, you know, living in this generation, us, right, you know, in this shit, you know, or those of us who are living in it, you know. If you're not, well, then I'm not talking to you. But if you are, then that's who I'm talking to.
He was getting ready to go into another phase, you know, and I mean, I think a lot of people who were close to him saw that he was getting ready to go through another phase that would have been a strong change, and it would have been a different journey. And so, as far as that transition, it happened, you know, and he felt, you know, in our discussions about deaths, you know, in the past, and you can look at his work, his writings, you know, just read them. Don't even try to sing them, but read what he had to say, and you know that I was shocked, but it was no surprise.
He was in love with everything, with life, with music, with himself, with the people around him. You know, gave a lot and take a lot. He was no more destructive than any other great talent, you know. And he didn't destroy himself more than the guy who's in an airplane that explodes, you know. I mean, who knows how destructive you are when you're part of an accident? We don't know that.